1, 2, 3, get her! Ghostbusters, the 1984 comedy, action, supernatural ghost action movie starring Dan Aykroyd, what do I call it? Harold Ramis. God, I can't think of the old names now. Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, Bill Murray, and then sorry, I forgot the other guy's name. But yeah, it's pretty iconic, one of the most iconic 80s action films. Certainly one of my favourite action films of the 80s. And this is the review of the Ghostbusters Plasma Pack 4 action figure in a pack set. But it doesn't actually say 4 action figures in a set, it just says Ghostbusters Plasma Pack. But it's a 4 action figure set, which featuring all 4 of the Ghostbusters: Egon Spengler, Winston Zedmore, Ray Stantz, and Peter Venkman. And this is, as I said, the Ghostbusters Plasma Pack, celebrating 40 years of Ghostbusters, which released a couple of years ago. I think it's 2024, which would have been 40 years. I think that's right. God, it makes me feel old. I was the same year I was born. So yeah, gone 40 years now. Time flies when you're trying to have fun, but yeah. So this is the 40th year anniversary cool pack. Now I got this on eBay for a really good price, £26. This is something I was going to pick up later on in the year. But it came up on a good price on eBay for £26, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to grab it now while it was cheap. So that's pretty good. So yeah, they've got the really cool box cover for this. It's sort of like a kind of the old VHS kind of box cover that they've sort of gone for there, with the names there: Ghostbusters Plasma Pack 40 years, and then the very iconic Stay Puft Marshmallow Man there. Very, very iconic symbol. Ghostbusters Plasma Pack on the side. And then we've got obviously the 4 Ghostbusters there that you get in the pack. Pretty nice. And we've got a bit of info there. 40 years ago, 4 heroes of the hereafter cross streams, save the world, commemorate the 40th anniversary of Ghostbusters with this limited edition 3.75 inch O-ring action figure set. And then it's obviously in foreign, the other bits. Some nice little images there, and these are like the accessories you get there. And then you've got a couple of them are sitting in the car, which obviously you get the car with. I got the little instruction booklet there, I think. Didn't actually see it, I'll just put them little bits together myself. So yeah, let's look at all 4 figures. We've got Egon there. They're sort of, as I said, 3.75 inch scale, which is small, sort of like the G.I. Joe kind of scale figures, and then quite small scale to the size of like High Toys, Funko reaction figures. So quite a small scale, but I quite like the small scale figures. There's a couple of collectors that say they're only like 6 or 7 inch scale, but I don't mind. I don't mind mini figures. I don't mind all scale figures, to be honest. I'm not. If I like the figure, I don't mind what scale it is, to be honest. Yeah, so we've got Spengler here. I think these are, I wouldn't say these go as far as say. Now these are supposed to be from the movie, but these look a bit toonish for me. I was looking at them thinking, yeah, it doesn't really look like the movie, does it really? I was thinking, It's not really like film looking, it's sort of like more toonish. But I don't know if it's because of their smaller scale, but looks alright anyway. Obviously, it's quite distinctive because it's got the glasses and that sort of hairstyle going on there. And it does say Spangler on the name tag there. Don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's got that on the cool name tag. And then we've got the sort of yellowish kind of suit going on. And then we've got the backpack with all the detail going on the backpack, which is pretty nice. Nice detail there. And then we've got obviously the wand, which obviously shoots at the ghost. Then we've got the symbol on the arm. It's a State Puff on there, very iconic symbol. Very good there. The detail, name tag and all. And then we've got the trousers, which is obviously one suit. It's like a one suit, isn't it, when they put it on? So that's part of the suit. Then we've got the little bit of yellow piping going on, detail there on the leg. And we've got that there. Sort of number, serial number or something there. Going on there at the back. We've got like black boots. Yeah, pretty nice. And then we've got Ray. It's Ray, isn't it? Always get these two mixed up. When I've seen the film so many times, you always get Ray and Peter always mixed up. But yeah, this is Ray, isn't it? Yeah, so Ray there. Again, yeah, for me it's a bit cartoonish, but you know, I think they are more cartoonish at this scale. But still, pretty good. You can kind of tell it's him. Dan Aykroyd. With that particular hairstyle going on. And again, we've got the name tag. Same thing sort of really, with the detail. Backpack there. They've got Peter, really the sort of boss, if you will. And again, sort of like toony style, but you can tell it's him with that sort of particular hairstyle that he has. So it's sort of him. But these kind of do look the same, Ray and Peter, but you sort of more tell with the hair to distinguish who's who. But still pretty cool. And then obviously you've got the name tag there. And you've got the Ghostbusters sign on there. That's really nicely done. It's nice and neat. It's not messy at all. And then the same thing with the suit, the backpack. There, nice detail on that. And then we've got Winston as well there. See Winston with the distinctive moustache and that particular short hairstyle that he has. And then he's got his name tag, Zedmore there, pretty nice. And again, Ghostbusters sign on there, nice and neat, pretty nice. And he's got his backpack as well. All got the backpacks. They all had the backpacks attached to them. The only thing they didn't have is the guns. Now the articulation is, I think it's pretty good on these. It's quite freely and loose. It's not sort of freely and loose, not like it's loose where it's just sort of like, you know, loose like that. But it's loose where it's freely enough you can sort of easily move it around. It's not stiff at all. Got movement on the head. Don't think there's any movement going backwards and forwards, but side to side. Don't think there's any movement on the bodies there. Hands move up and down, and obviously they go outwards as well, which is pretty good. So there's quite a lot of movement there. There's a joint on the elbow. Not sure about the wrist. There is one on the arm. So you had quite a lot of movement in the arms, which is pretty good. You can get them into good positions to sort of hold those guns and wield them round and stuff. Or wands, I should say. Legs move up and down, pretty good. I don't know about side to side. They might be restricted from that sort of crotch bit area. But yeah, they do move up and down. And you've got a joint on the knee there. Don't think there's anything on the foot area. Yeah, pretty good. And it's obviously going to be the same with all the other figures with the articulation. Now the accessories. Now you get some cool little accessories. These. Now I would count the backpacks as accessories, although they was attached to them when I got them out of the packet. That is an accessory because you can take those off, and if you've got a car, you can put them inside the car and then get them seated in. Because obviously they don't carry them to their thing. They take them off, put them in the car, and then put them on again when they're doing a job. Which obviously getting rid of a ghost. So you can take those off. As I said, they was already attached, but you can de-attach them. And then what came separately was the wands. Now what you have to do is attach that to the backpack. You slide it in that end, and then you can either clip the wand at the side of the backpack like there, or you can have it holding in his hands, which some of them have, and that is on all the other figures with their wands either in their hand or attached to the backpacks. The other accessory you can get is the sort of the ghost detector, I think it is. I'm not sure if that's called a ghost detector, but it's that thing where it's the tracking sort of ghost detector, where it's, you know, tracking them to see where they are. Pretty sure that is that tracking sort of ghost detector device. Then we've got Ray, and he's holding the iconic, quite distinctive ghost trap, which is, you know, lots of props, lots of various different things over, you know, because it's very, very distinctive. And obviously he's the man. I believe he's the guy that, he's the one that throws the trap. Does anyone else throw the trap, or is it always him? At times I've seen it, yeah. I'm tempted to watch it again while I've got the figures, because obviously, who's throwing the trap? I like doing, when I get these figures, I'm always wanting to watch the film, because I want to, because when I can't think of the certain things, what I've seen it so many times, I think to myself, the stuff, sometimes I just I forget what type of stuff happens. Like, as I said, is it him that throws a trap? But anyway, you get another accessory, which is the trap, which is good. It doesn't open up, but you can put it in his hand. That's pretty nice, and it's quite a nice little detail with a trap there. The other accessory that you get is the I think it's binoculars, but it's some sort of head thing. Or I think he could. I think it's just he can see where the ghost is or something. I can't remember particularly, but yeah, it's that head device thing. So yeah, you get 4 accessories: the backpacks, the device, 1 trap, and obviously 4 backpacks, which is the accessories. Yeah, as I said, some of them you can put the ones into their hands. As I said, I've got one holding the trap, you can hold in the detector, and yeah, it's just sort of just displaying it how they sort of got them there, really. Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, I think it's a really, really nice pack, and this is certainly something that not only you could buy for yourself, but maybe like as a gift for someone. You know, if you was I don't know, you had a family member or relative, and they also collected, maybe as a gift for them, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, just an idea. Right. I think that's going to be it for this. Pretty good review time. Yeah, I really like them. Very, very nice little pack. As I said, yeah, they've got them on eBay, going really cheap. As I said, £26, they're usually about 45. So, yeah, I thought I'd snap it up while it was cheap. And yeah, it's a really nice pack. I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10 because I've got no complaints. Really, with this, I think it's just one of them things. That it's just a fun little pack. I mean, a 4-figure pack for £26. Yeah, I've got no complaints. So that's going to be it for this, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. And I'll see you guys next video. Take care, bye for now. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers.